In order to find domain, you need to first realize that domain is referring to the possible x values. In this story problem, on the x-axis is time in minutes. Since the x-axis runs from left to right, to determine the possible minutes, I'm going to look from left to right. Looking from left to right, I'm going to move this vertical line showing you that the furthest left we can go is 0, and the furthest right we can go is 180. Domain again refers to the x's, so the possible x's are 0 through 180. The range refers to the possible y values. In this case, the amount of water in liters. The y-axis runs from bottom to top, or low to high. So to determine the range, I'm going to look low to high. I'm going to move this horizontal line from bottom to top, and I notice that the lowest this graph is at 600, and the highest the graph is at 1,050. In other words, the least amount of water is 600, and the most amount of water is 1,050. Since the range is about the y's, our y's are from 600 to 1,050. In this problem to find domain, which refers to the x's or time in minutes, we want to look from left to right. So the furthest that this graph is to the left is 0, and the furthest we can move to the right is going to be 15. So our x values are going to be from 0 to 15. The range is about the y's, so it's going to be about the amount of water in liters. The y-axis goes from bottom to top, or low to high. The lowest we ever are is at 0, and the highest we are is 75. So our range is going to be from 0 through 75. Our y's, or the amount of water in liters in this aquarium, is going to be from 0 to 75. To find domain, we want to determine the possible x's. The furthest we can go left in this graph is 0, but I can move to the right forever, so my x's are bigger than or equal to 0. The range is about the y's, so we're going to look from bottom to top. In other words, from low to high. The lowest this graph ever goes is 0, and it goes up forever. So our y's are greater than or equal to 0. Domain is about the x's. The furthest I can go left is 0, but I can go right forever. So my x values are going to be greater than or equal to 0. Range is about the y's, and since my y-axis goes from bottom to top, or low to high, the lowest I can ever go on this graph is 0, but it goes up forever. So my y's are going to be greater than or equal to 0.